I think that the members of the government chose this morning to come here to the site of Faso Mebo, first to Zenda High School, where they produce paving stones, but also it's really the production center for everything needed to carry out this work, right there on the ground. And now we have come to a site where indeed the paving stones are currently being laid. It was also a desire at the government level to show our support for this presidential initiative, Faso Mebo, but also to come and encourage the teams. As you know, this is an initiative aimed at transforming many things in our cities, building roads, but one of its components is sanitation and beautification of our cities. And here already in Ouagadougou, I think that everyone who goes around the city center can already see the progress. It is very commendable, and so it was the right time for us to come and encourage them, but also to provide support for this wonderful initiative. It is also an opportunity to send a message to all Burkinabés, because the head of state has always said so. It is through ourselves, through our efforts, through our ingenuity, that we will meet the challenges facing Burkina Faso. So Faso Mebo is a call to every citizen of Burkina Faso, because we must be the builders of this country. I think the name Faso Mebo has a deep meaning. We all need to rise up, and each of us must contribute to building the country. It is true that today it is here in downtown Ouagadougou that the actions are visible, but Faso Mebo is an initiative that every citizen should take ownership of, because everywhere, individually and collectively, we can organize ourselves in neighborhoods, in cities, to also carry out actions to beautify our living environment. This includes paving, sanitation, and reforestation. So there are many such actions that we can undertake. So it's a call for Burkinabés everywhere to stand up and to also get involved in this movement, because Faso Mebo is setting the pace, and we therefore expect all Burkinabés to get involved as well. This is extremely important, because when we talk about a popular and progressive revolution, it's not just about slogans. Those slogans are important, slogans matter, but beyond slogans, every Burkinabe must do their part. Everyone needs to contribute so that we can transform our country, our cities, and our neighborhoods as quickly as possible. I believe that this is how we will truly live up to what is expected of us. In the context of this revolution that the head of state has launched, which calls on every son and daughter of Burkina Faso to stand up and be an active participant rather than a passive bystander.
So truly, we are already very honored to have received the entire government team who came here to show their solidarity with the actions being carried out. We received a substantial donation worth 15 million francs, which is equivalent to about 150 tons of cement. We thank the government for this gesture. We thanked them on behalf of the people, because as we have always repeated, even though it may be, as you see, at the forefront, it is really all the people, everyone who contributes to building our Faso. The main message is that everywhere across Burkina Faso, whether it's the PDS, our leaders, all administrative staff, or even the general public, no one needs to wait for someone else to take the initiative to improve their living environment.